Here we are, we're talking about Matilda, one of my favorite movies. And so I had such a great time making the movie. See, I even have some props from the movie. This was the glue pot that stuck my hat on in the movie. It's great. We just remastered it for Blu-ray. And we're just about to do a tea party right now with the Trunchbull, Pam Ferris, Mara Wilson, Rhea Perlman, all the people, the kids grown up. Well, wait a minute. I'm the same. Rhea's the same, a little bit older. Pam is the same, but the kids are totally different. It's like wacky. I showed them the movie. It was like just, I was emotional going up and saying hello to them because it's like, they were all like grown up and beautiful at 25 and 6. And you're gonna have a great time. Stick around for the party. Listen, you little wiseacre. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you got the dregs. You got the dregs.
I got the dregs.
I won! I hit the double bingo! Where, Harry?
Right down here. Right down there. Right, and one more. Right there.
They're all mistakes, children. Filthy, nasty things. Glad I never was one.
You should have won it today.
Where?
A dip face. Have a carrot.
I was the brother. Yeah. Michael.
Thanks for not telling. Best friends don't tell.
Right.
Okay, first things first, we come over here.
Miss Honey taught us how to spell a long word yesterday. We can spell difficulty.
You don't have pigtails anymore,
No.
which we found out.
Traumatized. Never again.
Never again, not after that.
I don't want any. Thank you.
Sign your real name, not Bruce Bobtrot.
Okay, listen up, everybody. We have a new student with us today. This is Matilda Wormwood.
Oh, my God.
You look exactly.
So do you.
We're slaving away, teaching snot-nosed children their ABCs.
We got really lucky finding Mara.
Look.
My big first memory.
Well, I knew that we always wanted to do it. I loved the book so much. So this was a part that I really wanted to play. And I remember we were so thrilled when we got the script.
So I didn't have to work so hard, but I didn't know that.
When I think about the movie on its own, one of the messages there is you can make your own family. And it's funny because I did sort of feel like on the set of Matilda, we...
Stay with Miss Honey. Miss Honey doesn't want you. Why would she want some snotty, disobedient kid?
Because she's a spectacularly wonderful child, and I love her.
What I wanted to do right now is one scene. Not moving. We don't have to go anywhere. There are a few favorite scenes we have in the movie. And one of them is the first time she realizes that Matilda is gifted.
We've been working on our 2 times tables. Would anyone like to demonstrate?
So, who knows the answer to 2 times 2?
4.
Good job. 4 times 4?
16.
16 times 2?
32.
Oh my goodness. It's so good. One day you'll be able to multiply 13 times 379.
4,927.
Matilda, you know how to multiply big numbers?
Okay, Lindsay Klingman and Michael Hoffaker, who edited our movie. They came an hour late, but they're here. Come on in. Those scenes out in the yard, it was hot out there in front of Crunchum Hall. All the kids scrambling, running around. The one most scary, most this, most that, images that you saw, 9 times out of 10, the riding crop.
Julius Rotwinkle ate 2 M&Ms during her lesson. And she caught him? Of course.
His #1 question.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
The #1 question I always get is, was she that scary in real life?
Yes, yes.
That's what
I
they
know.
always say.
And was I?
Wow.
Was I really?
Of course not. Oh, no, that's what I always say. She was so fine.
Oh, yes, I know. And I give him money later.
Yes.
For saying
There's an
that.
extra 20 for that. You know, fresh meat? My favorite line on the phone. Fresh meat.
Fresh meat. Amanda Thrip.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What are those things hanging down by your ears?
What?
Well, they're actually earrings, but they could be pigtails.
You mean my pigtails?
Yes, I mean you. Are you a pig, Amanda?
No, Miss Trunchbull.
Why are you wearing pigtails?
Mommy thinks they're sweet.
Your mommy is a twit. I want those cut off before tomorrow, or I shall come round.
I don't...
Did you say but? I shall have to steal your earrings. I'll give you but.
My hair hasn't been that long since high school.
Was that your real hair?
Yeah,
Yes.
except for like one part of it, like the flipping part didn't have extensions. But it was all mostly my hair. There wasn't like a wig or something.
Okay.
So what were you in, a harness? Like
There was a body cast that they put me in at one point.
Yeah.
And then I was in a harness when I was hooked up to the crane. And then when I was going... Yes, your poor parents.
Were you scared?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I was 9 years old and I got to fly.
Yeah.
I don't know any other 9-year-olds that got to fly.
I remember, though, that we actually had, I think, Danny go over the pointy fence on the rig as well to prove to her that underneath the garden. And so when she sat in it, we could move along and she could collect the flowers, but he had it arranged so he could do take 2 and have more flowers ready to go and go.
Wow.
But
That sequence works.
Great.
Yeah, it worked out great.
yeah.
Do you remember how we attached to the bottom of the table?
Yes, I remember the way that we did the bottom of the table scene was I had a body cast. I had a body cast made from like my thigh to about my chest. And then we put it on underneath a size up in the dress, I think. We went a size up in my dress, and we put it on underneath it, and then they put wire hooks and wire in it, and then we stood the table up, and then we wired me in. That was a lot of fun. That was so much fun to film. The dancing scene, do you remember the dancing scene we were supposed to? I was so nervous about dancing because I'm a terrible dancer. And so I went to Danny and I said, you know, I'm a little nervous about this. And he said, okay, well, the rule is that day that everybody has to dance. And so everybody on the set danced. And, you know, my mom was dancing and Danny was dancing and everybody there was dancing as best they could.
Being involved in the movie, which is one of the things that you said before, that you...
Sewing a little lace on the sock, little sequin shoes. And I named her Wanda Zinidway. I'm getting back at her.
This character of Miss Honey is so beloved by so many people.
Yeah. Do you remember when I'm thinking about when I met you. Do you remember when I came in and met you and I thought of her as having allergies and I had a napkin in here and I had glasses and I loved her so much. I felt her vulnerability. And Danny, I remember you wiping your eyes as I was doing the reading. You were like, You were like, I knew you. You got me, I got you right away. Anyway, so that was my back then. And my now is, I now watch it through the eyes of my children. Because my kids see this idealized, beautiful, perfect fawn of a thing that I just loved so much.
One of the characters that everybody asks me about, wherever I am all over the world, you're one of the first people they bring up because you're the caregiver in the movie. It's
That's
like
right, and it's her relationship with Matilda. It's the idea that that's the light at the end of the tunnel, and that they find each other, and it's so perfect.
the last time we saw you, this was it, right? And he was very, very heavy. And the first time I saw him since then, I looked at him, I said, my God, he's svelte, man. He lost all his weight. Did you do something to, what was the story?
Well, I stopped eating cake, so message to all you kids out there, don't eat too much cake.
Bruce Bogtrotter. Follow me, Bruce, little Brucey. Now, Brucey, I hear you like cake. Any particular kind of cake?
No.
I'm thinking of a particular kind of cake that belonged to me. Do you remember that cake?
Well, it's hard for me to remember a specific cake.
Will this refresh your memory? This is a very particularly delicious kind of cake because it was my cake. You slithered like a serpent into the school kitchen and ate my personal snack.
No.
You see this? This is a particularly delicious cake, particularly scrumptious cake, and I want you to eat it! And what do you think of that, Brucey?
It's actually quite good.
Oh, quite good. Oh, I thought it was more than quite good. I thought it was delicious.
Well, my mom's is better.
How can you be sure unless you eat all of it? You must have some more. Cookie! Oh, well done, Cookie. Now, eat it! Eat it!
Very good. It's a whole other story. This is little Matilda. This is like let's do what do you want a book for? What do you want a book for?
To read.
To read.
Why would you want to read when you get the television set right next to you?
That's what I told my kids when I was teaching.
You did?
Yeah. Being in Matilda really, once I finally told them, kind of pushed them. Oh, you were in Matilda. I want to read. I want to read the book. It was a good motivator for them. I love my kiddos. Hi, kiddos.
Mara and everybody in the movie, and Pam Ferris.
It was truly fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Like I always say, Cheers is like a camp, but this was like camp too. I don't think anyone didn't have
A good time.
a blast.
Yeah.
On the
Right,
movie.
all the way up to today, which is everybody's really having a good time today.